Hello, and welcome to another episode of Wake Up Poverty Inspires Me, the podcast. I've been making this podcast a little over a year. My goal is by the end of the year to get to 100 episodes. I want to get to 100 episodes just because I like that it's a triple digit number, and it's a goal that I can work towards. And whether people are listening to my podcast or not, I'm still putting in the work every day. And I'm putting in the work every day with my series this time around is my 10 Minutes of Wisdom series. So every time I come on and I talk, I'm going to talk about practical knowledge, 10 minutes of wisdom. Things that you can use in your life every single day. Things that will help you to become a better version of yourself. But the better version of yourself, well, it's just that just depends on where you see yourself. What kind of person, when you look in the mirror, do you see looking back at you? Take a minute and do that. Who is looking at you? What are you? Well, you might say I'm a man and I'm 45 years old. I have 3 kids. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I make my life matter by doing things that I care about. And I could go on and on and on and on. And if you notice, the first few things are statistical. Who am I? Where am I at? Where do I live? What geographical area am I in? And then if you let a person just talk, they'll start adding things to it. I'm an author. I've titled over a dozen books on self-help. I've changed 5 of them into Spanish. I'm an abandoned son. I'm a great father. These things are like oxymorons. So some things are very noticeable and some things are not. But the thing about noticing things is the awareness that you bring to the noticing. This is where change happens, and this is where people become a better version of themselves. It's real weird to try to define success in today's world. You know, it's almost like money is defined as success, but if you don't have it, then you're not successful. And you always wonder what it would be like just to not be where you are. So sometimes you can feel like your back is against the wall. And this can be a very empowering thing if you understand the gratitude of the emotion behind that fear, behind that worry, behind that doubt. Because the flip side of that is courage and power and belief, self-respect, high moral character. These are the things that can happen, but there's also the dark side. The envious, the jealous, the angry, the liar, the cheat, the no good SOB. But that's just another perspective. How can all of these personalities encompass one person? But they do. You know, when we speak, we tend to reiterate things that we already know. But when we listen, we can learn something new. If you want to know about yourself, explain yourself to somebody. Tell them who you are. I want to know you. Who are you? Who are you? I'm so-and-so, such and such. I have this and that. It was Mother's Day yesterday, and I was at the cemetery with my girlfriend. We were visiting her mother, and during the time during this visit, I noticed all the people around. It was packed. There were people everywhere, but then some parts were pretty empty, and I was curious, why is this full and that's empty? Well, the one that was more empty were the older graves. The people had been dead more than 20 years. More than 30 years. You see, these people, maybe the kids have gotten old themselves. Maybe they moved. See, generations lead the world. But the generations that go leave clues for the generations that are here to lead the world. they just don't understand how much power they have. I think that's the bad thing with young people, is they don't understand how much power they have. They have the power to change the entire planet structure. Literally. Back in the 1960s, when Dr. Martin Luther King and the Montgomery bus boycott happened, it was a united action towards a common goal. But you knew how to get what you want. You knew how to get what you want because you believed in what you were trying to achieve. If you don't believe, how can you achieve anything? If I asked you to tell me about yourself and everything you said was an excuse about how you're a victim, how are you going to believe in you? Because you're waiting for somebody to save you. A victim waits for somebody to save them. Please make my life better. Help me. Give me more free money. Give me food stamps. Give. So when there's so much giving, the one doesn't know how to earn, how to acquire. Do you think when a person goes to the gym to lose weight, they walk out that same day they went any lighter? What changed? Nothing. Because even that's a lie. The gym can't make you lose weight. The gym can make you burn calories. It can help you build muscle, which can burn more calories. But at the end of the day, it's a matter of calories in versus calories out. So it shouldn't be the gym, it should be nutrition training. It should be understanding how to balance your macronutrients, your carbs, your fat, your protein. How to not overconsume so you don't start storing it into body fat, which creates disease. And then when you don't feel good, the give me, I'm a victim. It's an easy role to play because you're already in part. You don't have to be in part with this mentality. I've been a victim of this my entire life. How this show is called Wake Up Poverty Inspires Me. That'll tell you something. You know, but inspires me, poverty, they're like oxymoron words that I'm bringing together. I'm bringing them together because I believe in what I say. I live it every day. Maybe nobody will listen to me today. Maybe nobody will listen to me tomorrow. And maybe nobody will ever listen to me. That doesn't mean I don't have to speak. That doesn't mean I don't have to help others to acquire the knowledge that I have learned, that I am passing forward to you. And then you also pass what you know to me. I can't play tennis. I can box. We can learn different things. I can't play golf. I can catch a baseball. We can learn different things. But if the story that you have been telling yourself is the story of why you can't do something, you're not going to have that mentality that I can do different things. I made 100 episodes, nobody listened to me. I rambled on for 15 minutes and nobody cares. I care. And that's all that matters. Is that if you care enough to do what you need to do and get it done, then that's all that matters. Don't give away your power, you own it. But you gotta know who you are. Who am I? Who? It's like an owl. Who am I? I don't know. I am what I am. And when a person realizes that they just are what they are, there's beauty in that. Look around. Find an object. Let's say, just look around anywhere. Do you see a chair? Do you see a chair in the room? Who made that chair? You don't know? Who designed the chair? You don't know? Could we agree that somebody had to design it for it to exist? Yeah? Who designed you? Think about it. Have a blessed and fantastic day. And until next time, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to another episode of 10-Minute Wisdom with Christopher Vizcazales, the author of Wake Up Poverty Inspires Me, Awakened Possibilities Inspire Me, The Dash, The Walking Gods, The Dash Reborn, The 12 Laws of Karma 2020, Oneness, I am not my body, I'm not even my mind, The Adventures of Pookie and Blue, The Courage of the Lion and the Sheep, Pookie and the Backyard Bullies, Pookie and Blue and the Backyard Bullies. I think that's all my books. I may have wrote more. The Illuminati Code, I did. You see, all of these actions may sound like a lot of things, but it's not. It's just a matter of, I believed that I could, so I did, and I continue to do. Whether they listen, whether they don't, if it's called for you to do it, because you can. And if you want to know who you are, then it's the best to start to do some self-discovery so you can figure that out. Because life is an experience, and until we learn to truly experience it, we're not really living. So go live. Until next time, I hope you have a blessed and fantastic day, and thank you so much for tuning in.